Okay. So we're going to create our Behance portfolios, which is standard for the graphic design program. You're going to post your work for every class you take in the design program. So you're going to post at least one piece of work. I like to do this here at midterm so that you get familiar with it, and you're welcome to post more than one project per class, but you want to make sure you post at least one project. That you can post a maximum of 3 works from a single course on your Behance portfolio. So depending on the class, posting on Behance could be part of the final project, but I like to have it be part of our midterm so that you get used to it. There is an Illustrator artboard template that I've created that you can download right here. And when you open it up, this is what it looks like. It's done in Adobe Illustrator, and it's giving you an artboard for each. And you can see here, I have it in layers and in artboards, so that not only is each one its own artboard, it's also its own layer. And this is kind of the breakdown of the process. You know, we do process work and you use it and you put them on your mural. And this will make sense to you in just a moment. I'll come back to this. So this is kind of the template I give you. And these gray panels should not stay gray. They're just to differentiate the zones for you for each thing. Okay, so let me come back to Behance for a second. So Behance. Okay, I grabbed one of our students, Behance, so you can kind of see some of the work that they've done. So here is their Behance. So this is the student. They're a student at College of DuPage. There's their project views, appreciations, followers. So they have work. And so let's just take a look at this piece. This is well, this is actually not a good one because this is an animation. Let's look at something. Here's a poster. Perfect. So here's a poster, and this is their hero image right at the top. This hero, this is like kind of the picture of the poster. Then they're showing their process, and they're doing it a little bit more creatively than the example I just shared with you, but they're doing their thumbnail sketches, first sketch, second sketch, digital adjustment with color. These are their digital roughs, version 1, version 2, just like you had 2 posters to kind of 2 different versions to show, right? And they don't have all the elements, so let me try to find a different one. Let me go on to graphic design at COD. Here we go. So graphic design at COD shows the work of all the classes. Let me go into type, and that'll be easier for you to see how this is going to work. There we go, typography. Okay, so typography. Okay. All right. Can you guys hear me okay? Just making sure. Okay, looks like it's
Yes.
working. Okay, thank you. Okay, so here is an example of a, oh, these aren't going to show the process though. I'm trying to find a way to show you guys the way it works. I'll see if it works for me. Um, Decker. see if we can find some. I don't know, these tags that we use don't always work for me to find things. I find it very kind of difficult to find. Gosh, I'm still not seeing my students. It's so weird. Let's take this off. Wow, I don't know why I can't find.
Can you search by your appreciations or your followers or something? Is that a thing?
I don't know why none of these tags are working. This started like a month, like a last year. I couldn't get. Um, Followers. Oh, yeah, there you go. Thank you. I'm trying to figure out how I can find them. Okay, so here's for this project we're working on, the type specimen poster. So here's their hero image at the top, which is like a cropped in version of their poster. And here's the type specimen poster. And then here's their mood board, their image research, initial sketches and ideas. And we did some cut paper in this project, this when we were in person. That was these are their modules that they cut out of paper. Here's the final panogram and the name of the typeface. And then these are their two poster designs. And they went ahead and like went to final on two because they couldn't decide. So that's why they have two. And then they put them in mock-ups. All right. And that's their types. So it's just showing that kind of design process here. It's also saying what this is about. Initially studying with cutout piece of paper, we were asked to create a set of modular type. I chose to use the shapes movement that I did for my typeface in order to communicate the playful aspect of my subject matter, and on and on. So that's kind of where it goes into this. Okay, so let me go back and see if I can find type posters. Don't think I have. This is another from type class, so let's look at this one. So this is for typographic metaphor, and there's the hero image, and then the description of the project. Here's the sketches, all the sketches they did. Here's the digital roughs. Here's the refinements. And then here's the final design application. And then a mock-up. Okay. So that's how it kind of works. So it's pretty straightforward, showing the final, like a hero image at the top, telling about the project, showing your process. Okay. So same thing, showing your process. This one's missing the description of the project, but you get the idea. So the template, let's go back to the template. So the template allows you to, and let me zoom in. So these are just notes on the side. This is not on the, these are not to be used. These are just the guides. And if I turn them off, they go away. And you'll ultimately throw this guides away before you're finished. That's just to show you what's going where. So this top artboard, the hero, it's listed as hero in layer, and it's also hero in the artboard. It's its own artboard. So you can put your image, something like eye-catching, because this is what you're going to see to get into this project. And then here is just some type already set up where you can just put in your new type here. This is just telling you the scale of the size of the Behance settings. This again is just notes for you that you will delete, right? You're not going to keep this. That's just showing you what it is. And then so on and so forth. So then you can go into all the parts of your mood board, I mean of your mural board. So if we go back over to mural, I'm going to bring this over and we look at this project, for example. I'm going to jump on Rachel's because it's right here. So here is the mural board. You want to go through the process. So the process was you had your sketches. So you'd want to start by showing your sketches, right? Of your modules, of all the ones you did. It doesn't have to be just the one that you ended up going with. You want to show all of the choices you had. And then you can go into these digital roughs. You can show these different options you had, these 3 different options. So I would show these digital roughs. Then you can show refinements. You know, you can show the refinements or not. You don't have to show every step, but you want to show a lot. Then you can show the final design, right? And then come over to the poster. These are your 3 sketches for the poster. And then, you know, these are my 2 versions. And then this is my final. Like just go through that, and each section of that Behance template, you put this information and it's right here on your mural board. So it's not like you have to go looking for it. It's all right here on your mural board. The part of the template that has this information here, well, that's you're going to find right on your project brief. So if we go into our assignment, we go on to our assignment that we're doing. We click into our project brief, right? And so right here is telling you what the project objective is, and the brief is right here. So you can kind of talk about what this is about. The modular alphabet, this is it. This is what we did. And so you can paraphrase this. This is what we're doing, and put that in that area, okay? So that goes in the description. What did we do? What was the brief? What were we about? So where is my illustrator? Here we go. So this, once we have all of these laid out, now again, you've been familiar with working in Illustrator, bring in, you know, some guides to give you margins. You can go ahead and when you're designing each one of these areas, depending on the information you have, you can go ahead. I don't know where my toolbar is. My toolbar has disappeared. Toolbar advanced. Okay, I don't know. I have 2 screens and my toolbar seems to be missing. Come on. There's my Illustrator toolbar. Oh, I don't know where it's gone. I can't work without a toolbar. I have to restart it. Anyway, so what I was going to show you is like, making a rectangle and making a grid and gridding out each section. So so that you can lay out each page and change the background colors and elements to match your design, right? So these gray areas are just to show you that's where you can put color and make the colors work for your design. Okay. So what I'd like you guys to start doing is take at the end of this project, we're going to finish this project next class. And for next week, you're going to be presenting your Behance of this project. So you're going to be building your Behance page. It's not due on Thursday. It'll be due next week, Tuesday. But you're going to take all of the parts of this process and put it into a Behance template, and we're going to upload it to Behance. Because we're out of time, I will talk about setting up for all of our new Behance users. We'll talk about setting up Behance on Thursday. So I'm going to just leave it here, and then we'll talk about like getting our Behance set up on Thursday. All right.
So we do not have to turn anything in